Hello YouTube, this is Anoop here, and I've been sitting on this project for the last, let's say, a couple of weeks now. I've kind of put together videos little by little and kind of patched them together, but I've not been able to record because I've had a sore throat. I've been traveling around. Oh, I mean, don't get scared by the sore throat part. I'm okay mostly, but I was struggling with cold and all those sort of things. So I've kind of recovered now, and it seems to be okay. But yeah, so I've just been sitting on this project without spending time in recording because I used to be quite quick with these sort of things when I used to do gaming videos, but not anymore. Here's me doing this for the first time in the past, let's say, a year odd, and this is mostly to talk about my trip to YelaGiri with the Benelli Imperiale group. I will be kind of pitching in with pictures like the first one here, which is about the picture which was taken in Murugan, Italy, which is one of the top joints for bikers to kind of hit their first pit stop as they go on towards wherever it is that they want to go to. I think that's a great place to start off. We had some food here and then we kind of regrouped and moved out. From here on, you'll see a bit of my earlier video, which will be put in, mostly for, just kind of drawing in a bit of a story. That's where we had stopped up when one of the guys had a problem with their bike, and most part of the, talking about this sort of, road driving and the experience that I've had when I was riding on these roads. Kind of alone and not knowing which direction to go to has already been completed in my previous motor vlog, and I got a lot of solid feedback from my friends who said that I need to kind of try a voiceover. So that's pretty much what it is that I'm doing here. Oh yeah, and this is where we got stopped at YelaGiri for entering into Tamil Nadu. Because most people said that you do not require an entry pass or an e-pass when you're entering into Tamil Nadu, but apparently when you get into hill stations, that's somewhere where you need that e-pass to be set up, and we spent about 45 minutes in trying to get the e-pass done for all the people and then mobilizing once again. So that's the reason why we were stopped there. But post that, we were not able to record anything whatsoever. Here's where we stopped for food and other things, and kind of just to regroup as a team of Benelli Imperiale owners. We also had our lunch at that same spot, and I think we also had a bit of a get together where different people spoke about their experiences. That's me with the weird ass pose. And this particular section that I have as a recorded input is when we were returning back from the ride rather than when we were going upwards, mostly because I was so awestruck by the whole experience of riding with a bunch of people that I did not bother turning on my GoPro post the whole rain situation that happened with me in my previous video. So post that, I kind of stuck to not recording anything and just going with the flow and enjoying what's around me, because that tends to happen to a lot of us when we kind of go sightseeing. We don't stop and pause to kind of admire what's around us, and we spend a lot of time recreating pictures which will be used on Instagram and YouTube and all these kind of things. But for my own sake, I would want to see what was going on around me and just kind of experience the pure bliss that was there. And this is exactly what it is that you guys are looking at. Somewhere around November, December, or from November to February, I think would be a heavenly time to overall travel around in and around Bangalore, because the weather is extremely awesome. In terms of it being dreamy, romantic, misty, rainy, whatever it is that you want to call it, with the occasional outburst of warm sun, which kind of helps you overall. But the ride with a bunch of people on a misty road like this was nothing less than dreamy. Of course, I did not have my partner with me to kind of enjoy on a ride like this, when you want to kind of talk about things as you ride down the road. But most of them were people who were getting together for a ride, and that was the fun part also. I kind of decided to split early from the group because I wanted to reach back before uh, uh, nighttime, or essentially to avoid nighttime riding, because I have specs which kind of bothers me with the light shining into my eyes, or that's what I was afraid of. So I really wanted to reach back home before I experience all those issues. So I kind of split early, and as I moved out, I had a few people within the group who also wanted to leave. So part of that, what happened is that I got along with Ranjit and a couple of other guys, and he's a superb photographer. So I think I would be possibly sharing those photos in one of these coming videos, the photos that he took as part of our pit stop here in this specific location, and those came out to be very, very nice. And I kind of really enjoyed this part where we stood here and just looked around and enjoyed the whole view of things without having a lot of people around us, because otherwise it usually tends to seem as though we are kind of a rude bunch of bikers. Because overall I've realized that people don't like bikers kind of ganging up in a spot, so to say. um, so being in a smaller group of around 3 to 4 people helped us stop at a couple of spots, take some pictures, and overall enjoy the weather. So that's pretty much what was going on here. This was, like I said, on the ride downwards from the Ghat. Now, post this also, we reached a point where the sun really um, hit us real hard, and it was bright and sunny, along with the weather being awesome, like I said. And I was actually hoping that my GoPro was recording the video, but at that stage, I think the batteries ran out, and I couldn't quite get any more footage post this point. So here's where we kind of went through the entire Ghat section, and I managed to get the whole video recorded, and we kind of had a fun time here where Ranjit and me were supposed to exchange these videos where each of us would feature in the other's video, and I could kind of um, cut or split it out and use it as part of my footage. But here you only see him mostly, and that's all right. I'm completely okay with that. But he wanted this footage, and I mean he'll have a fun time looking at this video, and he can use this footage as he wants. But yeah, so this was the last part of the downhill ride, I assume. Post this, we just kind of finished up the Ghat section and hit the main road towards the highway, from where it took another 3 hours of riding to reach home. But yeah, overall the ride was superb. I've not had a chance to ride after this, but I'll be looking forward to my rides on the Benelli for a few more days. And I'm just going to end up with some photos. This was the photo we took at the top of YelaGiri, and this was another photo again on the top of the YelaGiri point, but I was not there because I was too lazy to climb. And we ended with a bike which had to go in for repairs. So yeah, I mean overall that's what the trip was all about. Thanks so much for hanging out.